Hello, and welcome to today's Speaky Card reading. Today's topic is what do men secretly like about you but won't say? For that, you have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. Now, let's get started. And, guys, if you like my content, then please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Now, let's get started. Hello, pile one. Let's see what do men secretly like won't say. All right. So the first one is the Queen of Swords. Clearly, you are a very wise person. Men really like your wisdom. The wisdom that you bring on table is fantastic. You can see right through people's facade. Just like that, you can see through people's facade. People's nonsense, people's BS. Like, you know what? The manipulators just can't get away with their nonsense with you. The Judgment card. Really, you are a person who is, you know what, with this card I'm seeing you are somebody who is very you genuinely believe in living life to the fullest and on your own terms. You don't believe in living your life on someone else's terms. That's what I'm seeing. And men really appreciate that. Men really like it about you, that this is a person who is free spirited, who is independent, very emotionally very independent, very reliable, very dependable. Yeah, also you are known for your sharp sarcastic humor as well. Yeah, you're a very giving person, very giving. You know what, wow, this is a sharp contrast. I'm getting somebody excuse me, who lives their life on their own terms, somebody who does not want, like, who does not let others determine, you do not let others manipulate you. At the same time, you're very kind, caring, compassionate towards your near and dear ones, towards those people who matter to you, and also the have nots of the society. You try to share your wealth and knowledge to the best of your abilities. Six of Swords, you are a person, you're like this tortoise. Clearly, you are like this tortoise. I'm just trying to balance the camera a little bit. I'm so sorry. All right. So, literally, you are a person who is very much like, you have that indomitable spirit and courage to move on. You have literally moved on and moved ahead in life. You are literally progressing ahead in life. That's what I'm saying. Like, you, like, in the face of severe impediments, severe difficulties, you guys tend to move on. You guys tend to keep on pushing ahead. Like, you are one of those people who has that tenacity and grit and courage to keep on pushing forward, pushing ahead, in spite of knowing that it's gonna be very difficult for you. Ace of Pentacles. Clearly, you're very good at making money. In the money and abundance sector, you are a very self made person. Somebody who has been through a lot, who has seen a lot, who have endured a lot, but you did not give up. You kept on moving forward. You kept on doing what you felt was the right thing to do for you, and are actually getting the success that you feel you deserve in this life. Three of Wands, yeah, you are standing tall. Like, you tend to literally stand out in the crowd. You are literally standing out. See how good, like, how well you are standing out, a completely self-made person. That's what men really like about you secretly. A lot of them are actually, even I'm seeing a lot of them are very much intimidated by the kind of persona you have. Your personality, your success tend to intimidate a lot of men, but the right kinds, I'm so sorry, the right kinds are very much intrigued. They really like and appreciate you. All right, guys, if you like my content, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. you're also somebody who is good at multitasking. What I'm seeing is you tend to do a multiple things even like on the same day, and you're very good at it. Like you have a very compartmentalized approach towards life, like a spiritual life, a financial life, a personal life, your hobbies. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I've got a real bad cold. So, anyways, so what I'm saying is, you are somebody who is very, or some of you are very multifaceted. As talents, you're very multifaceted as a talent, and men really appreciate that about you. Ace of Wands, okay, Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands, you are extremely passionate and driven when it comes to your work. You know, you're very passionate, you know exactly what is right for you to do, you keep on doing it. Like you are extremely passionate about the work that you do, you know what is right for you. I'm seeing like a lot of you have like massive potential. Men see you as somebody who is so passionate about what they do that, like, come hell or high water, it can be anything. You could be feverish, you could be like really ill, but you just keep on doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. And that relentless, like, work ethic is something, relentless pursuit of the things that you believe in is something that men, that spirit is something that men really appreciate. Two of Wands, you are a person who is locking horns. I'm seeing literally you are that person who who is extremely combative, very belligerent, very competitive when it comes to their work. It could be anybody, but you will be equally competitive when it comes to your work. It could be your siblings, it could be your parents, it could be anybody, it could be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, but you will be very, very competitive. Like you don't keep any stone unturned when it comes to your work, and that is another thing that men really, really appreciate about you. Three of Pentacles, see, this person, you know, a lot of you with this, you know, with this Three of Wands and Three of Pentacles, I'm seeing like you're a very self-made person. I'm getting a lot of you into entrepreneurial journey, very much like an entrepreneur who worked really hard to reach wherever they have today. And a lot of you literally joined hands with other people to start a business of your own and make it a success. That is a success. Your success story is very, very much self-scripted. Three of Swords. Yeah. You know what? There has been times when you felt literally being betrayed and dejected by life in general. Like, you know, we all have to swim through the darker oceans, the choppier weather, and the, you know, very difficult seas. You also swam through that and you learned your own set of lessons. Of course, Six of Swords. You know, this Three of Swords, Six of Swords, and Page of Swords. What I'm getting is this person went through this difficult sea in order to reach the shore. What I'm seeing is you guys have reached this Three of Wands position only after going through backstabbings, betrayal, where like life was difficult. Life was not meant to be easy for you. So whenever people look at you now, they're like, oh God, they've got everything being served on a platter. But my dear, that was clearly not the case for you. And men really appreciate those who especially know about your past, about your journey, the hardships and struggles that you have been through. They really appreciate that. Page of Swords, you are a person who is extremely driven, very, very driven, extremely driven and focused about your goals, about you're very determined to make something distinct out of your life. Wheel of Fortune, literally, you're turning this into this, like you're literally turning your wills of fate into your wills of favor, into wills of fortune, wills of fate into wills of fortune. That is something I can see, that you have turned a big will of fate into fortune. a massive, like with your own hard work, you have turned your destiny around. That's what men really appreciate and respect about you. Yeah, I'm seeing the change in your world. Change, like you guys are today interacting with a lot of people who are very, very much like, much above in the hierarchy than where you once used to be. So you have moved up the hierarchy. A b what I'm seeing is you have literally managed to achieve so much in your life. I'm seeing you are somebody who knows exactly what is right for you to do, and you are doing just that. I'm seeing, like, you guys are moving, like, there is a promotion, there is an upgradation in lifestyle happening, and you have to, with the upgradation in lifestyle, we all have to pay the price. You guys are moving, you're making a lot of short distance trips from one show to the other, that kind of short distance trips, because there is an upgradation in the house that you lived in, the outfits that you wear, everything, there is an upgradation. Nine of Pentacles, you are a person who is, like, this is a beautiful card. I love, love, love this card, my dear pile number one. I'm seeing, like, men literally see you living a very abundant life, and they really, and something that you have earned on your own, an upgraded lifestyle, something you've turned the wheels of your fortune with your own efforts, and that's something that they secretly like about you. You're extremely feisty and fiery, especially when it comes to your work, when it comes to things that matter, especially work. You're extremely feisty and fiery and determined and driven. Three of Cups, yeah, you are somebody who knows, like, you are somebody who is exactly, who knows how to celebrate life. I'm seeing that you guys are celebrating life. You guys are celebrating each and every moment of your life. Like, probably some of you are actually hitting major milestones of your life, and you guys are celebrating that. Hitting the major milestones and being able to celebrate those are the things that I'm really, like, men are really appreciative of. Ten of Pentacles, you are a person who is, men see you as a person who would make a perfect life partner. They would love to, most of them would love to spend a lifetime with you. That kind of a scenario I'm seeing. Okay, Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Yeah, men really like how fearless, how how strong and fearless you are. In the face of severe impediments, you guys are very strong, extremely fearless. Take time to breathe out. You guys are taking time to breathe out. You guys are very, very hardworking. A lot of them, a lot of people, both men, women alike, would probably tell you that, what, you need to take more time out. You need to stop being a workaholic and start like taking a break once in a while. So that is another thing that people would say, men would say, and people in general would say. Those who are like your well wishers would say that to you, because you are a workaholic. Most of you have impeccable work ethics. Cat, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over dependency on others. What I'm saying is, you are a person who is extremely self reliant, extremely independent, and you don't depend on others for things, for anything in life. You depend on yourself. You are like, you don't need a shoulder to cry on. In fact, you become the shoulder for a lot of people. You're so strong, you're so, like, you're so reliable, so dependable. You are that crying shoulder, you are that shoulder to cry on, sorry. And that is something men really appreciate about you. Take time to reflect. Yeah, you are also somebody who is extremely self-reflective in nature. After coming a longer way in life, being and staying self-reflective, it's a virtue, and not many people have it. That's what I'm saying. Take charge with authority. You are a person who is like a leader, who is like an authoritative figure. I'm saying, like, you have taken charge of your own life. That is something I can see, like taking charge of your own life. You know exactly what you need to do with your life. And like you have a lot of leadership qualities about you which men really like. Choose your path. Yeah, you guys are walking on a chosen path in your life. You guys are walking on a direction which is meant for you. You know exactly where you want to be, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, and men really like that. That the sense of direction, sense of purpose that you have is something that men really appreciate about you. Show the world the real you. You know what? The Aquarius can be significant for a lot of you. What I'm saying is, you know, people are at last appreciating what you bring on table. That is something, like a lot of people who would probably not take you that seriously earlier have started appreciating you at last. Your commitment is being tested. There was a time when you literally felt derailed, defeated, and not being able to do the things that you would like to do, you would want to do. So from there to you have come to reaching a position where you feel like, you know what, I have reached somewhere in life is a massive success. Trust in the higher forces. You have a lot of faith, a lot of trust in the higher forces. You have, like, you know, you really trust that there is a higher force who has to do everything, who is doing everything, who is guiding you towards your success. You have a lot of faith in the ultimate power. You have surrendered completely to the higher power. Have faith in your dreams. You're somebody who has a lot of faith in their dreams, who has a lot of faith in their dreams. She wolf, unleash the wild within. You are somebody who knows, like, you know, you are like this she wolf. A wolf is usually a loner, remember that. You only, like, once you've been rubbed, once people rub you the wrong way, that's the time the real vengeance comes out. Other than that, the wolf is somebody who is extremely wild, who is extremely, like, you know, you keep to your own self, like, until people rub you the wrong way. That's when you actually, you can silently yeah, you can be also silently very intimidating. Until people rub you the wrong way, you don't mess with others, and that is something men really like about you. Your hard work is paying off, Capricorn. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus vibes, and your hard work is paying off. Exactly. You have worked very hard to reach wherever you have, and that is paying off. That's what I'm seeing. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah, Taurus, see, you are, like, you know what, you're not just a dreamer. What men really like about you is, this is a person who is not just a dreamer but is also a doer. You also do, you have also put in the work that was needed to reach the position that you desire to reach. The energy is gaining momentum. Men really appreciate the fact that at last people are seeing the real you. Your energy, you're getting that recognition. Transform and unveil your gifts. Yeah, literally, you guys have shifted. Like, you have transformed yourself into something and somebody who is, like, way beyond the normal, like, who is no longer recognizable. You are that person who is way different from who you once used to be. A fiery climax approaches. Aries full moon. Aries can be significant for a lot of you. A fiery climax. What I'm seeing is, literally, men see you as a success material. Like, you are about to hit some massive success in your life. You can always rewrite the story. I'm seeing that you guys have literally rewritten your story. You guys have, like, you didn't have anything going in your favor, but from there you turned your life around. 21 and 22 back to back. What I'm seeing is, there is some upgradation happening in your life as well. Clover, release your guilt. Library, take control of your own narrative. What I'm saying is, you know what, you have learned to become more like unapologetically yourself, to put forth your own opinions more, becoming more self-confident. And you have also learned that you can't let others to dictate what you need to do with your life. Like literally have become way more self-dependent and self-reliant, and these are the things that men really appreciate about you. Justice is coming, yes. Men feel that there was a time when you have felt like things were so unjust and unfair. From there, you actually have reached a place of justice. You have actually reached a place of justice where justice has not been denied to you. Wings. You never needed those wings to fly. You are a person. Men literally see you as somebody who is extremely ethereal. Like you are like that ethereal angel who didn't need the the wings. You have those invisible wings around you, and men really like that there is a very quintessentially kind, ethereal, otherworldly charm about you, which men really appreciate. Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. Yeah, you are not afraid to sing. You are literally singing on your own terms. You are literally singing the song on your own terms. And men, like, you literally believe in living your life on your own terms and not let others decide that for you. That is something men really appreciate about you. Mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. Literally, I'm seeing a lot of self confidence coming your way at last, which you've struggled with, and men really appreciate that in you today. That this is a person at last who have discovered their own self. All right, guys. I hope you have had some clarity over your situation, guys. If yes, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, hello, pile 2. Let's see, what do men secretly like about you but won't say? Clearly, you know what? The Fool 2 is your first card. All right. So you are a very, you are somebody who has fallen down, who has been hurt repeatedly. Remember, a Fool 2 has always been a fool who was more of a carefree person, who would take decisions and jump before they thought. But today you are a person that you make decisions, but they are calculated. You calculate before you jump. That is the difference. Like, you have grown into your situation, you've grown your wisdom in your current situation. That's what men really like about you. Knight of Swords, you're a very driven person, very driven, very determined, very focused kind of a person. Somebody who knows what their worth is, somebody who is very, very much focused on their work, who is very focused on their life, and are willing to put in that extra work. Strength, you are a very strong person. Men really like the strength. I'm seeing like you have been through a lot of troubles and trials and tribulations. You have fallen down, you have been hurt, but you dusted yourself off and started moving ahead. You displayed that typical amount of strength. A lot of you also could be into like physical strength, like into running, into weightlifting, into gymming, like gym rats and stuff like that could also be seen. But mostly you are a very emotionally strong person, which is something that men really like about you. Okay, you are a fantastic manifester. A lot of you guys have manifested your current reality into being. What I'm seeing is where you were at 5 years back and where you are at now. There is a stark difference between the two, and that is something that men really are noticing. People around you are noticing. Yes, success and abundance is there. You might tell me that, you know what, I'm not even near. I'm sorry, I have to just adjust it a little bit. Right, I'm not even near where I would like to be. But the thing is, guys, if you look back like 5 years back, where you were at and today where are you. I mean, there is a huge difference between the two. You are you, people around you, they see you as a success story, they see you as a successful material. That is something I can see. Two of Wands, you are a person who has come a long way in life, really a long way in life. You are a person who has literally created their destiny with their own hands. You hold the key to your destiny. See, the key is something that you hold with your two hands. You are somebody who knows exactly what their worth is. You know exactly how far you have come and how hard you have worked to reach wherever you have today. So these are the things that really, like, a lot of you have traveled abroad, have come abroad, like to a different country, different state, to a different continent, in fact, in order to study and have settled down, had to restart your life. And you guys are doing pretty well, and men really appreciate that. Not everybody can do that, right? King of Pentacles, you're very good at making money, very good with money making, very good at making money. Three of Wands, you have, okay, Two of Wands and that Three of Wands from different decks, but almost back to back, not exactly, but I love this kind of connected messages. A lot of you have literally either come a long way in life, or you have literally, like, gone to a different country, different state, different continent, or where a place where which is away from your home, and had to literally restart your life, and you guys have successfully done it. You are doing actually way better. There is something that men really appreciate. The Hierophant, you are, see, this person is so wise. You're way wiser beyond your age, and men really appreciate that about you. All right, guys, up until now, if you like my content, guys, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Your support means the world to me. Queen of Wands, yeah, you have a lot of, you are a very bossy person in a way, very dominating, not controlling. Like, you give off the vibes of a boss babe. That's what I'm seeing. Very, you know exactly where your life is headed towards. You know exactly where you want to see yourself at, like 2 3 years down the line. You know how much hard work you have to put in to reach the position of power. You have a lot of power. I'm seeing a lot of power, abundance, a lot of control over your own life. So these are the things that you've earned on your own. You have reached this position of power with your own hard work, with your own determination, and that is something that men really appreciate. Eight of Wands, I'm seeing like a lot of good things, one after the other, is just kept on happening. Skip, like, it is happening, like probably you're hitting different milestones, and people around you are noticing that. Like, today you guys have started, like, there was a time of hibernation where you were not reaching or hitting those milestones, but today you guys are hitting those milestones one after the other, and that is something that men really appreciate. You are a person who is very wise. Temperance card, typically Hierophant and Temperance. A lot of you could be teachers, therapists, psychiatrists, spiritual teachers, healers, doctors. Because what I'm seeing is PhD graduates. Like, you are a person whom people tend to come to for their life lessons and life suggestions, and you give them that. So that is something, you have a very cathartic presence about you. There is something very cathartic about your presence, very liberating about you. You're a very hardworking person. This Eight of Pentacles, typically you're a very hardworking person, very hardworking, determined, driven, focused kind of a person. You are very driven and focused. Ten of Wands, you are very very you responsibility that has something that has been a hallmark of your persona, of your personality. You're very reliable, very dependable, very responsibility oriented. You always try to do your responsibilities right. That kind of a personality I'm seeing. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're also very wise with money. You know what I'm seeing? A lot of you have struggled with money growing up. You had to accumulate that wealth over the years, and so you don't believe in squandering money away, because that is something that came at a high cost. You had to pay the cost to reach that position, and today you don't want to squander it away. Four of Wands, you are a person who is very stable. You are a person who is very reliable. A lot of people either want to get into business relationship or a long term romantic relationship with you, because what I'm seeing is people literally see you as a catch. Men literally see you as a catch. A lot of them would love to be your life partner or business partner. You're very justice oriented. A lot of you, okay, first of all, you tend to stand up against the injustices. That is one thing. Secondly, what men really like about you, you have the guts to speak out. Also, you are somebody who could be related to the law, like advocacy, like advocates, lawyers, judiciary, related to the judiciary in one form or the other. A. Another part is you could also be an activist of some sort, an activist, and like activism, like related to maybe LGBT rights, to climates, to animals also comes naturally. Speaking up, speaking out against injustice, that is something that tend to make you stand out. Four of Cups, you know what I'm seeing clearly? You've been through a phase where you felt everything was over, but that was the time when you turned your life around. So justice is something, there was a time when you felt that justice was denied to you, but that is one of the reasons why, which makes you stand up for other people's justice today. Now that you can afford to do it, you try to do it nonetheless. The Emperor card, you are a very wise person, very wise, very dependable, very reliable, people whom people tend to come to for suggestions. Shift your perception. Yeah, I'm seeing, like, in the last 4 5 years, people's perception of you have changed, have shifted. It has shifted a great extent. It's time to take action. Aries can be significant for a lot of you. It's time to take action. You're very action oriented, very driven, very focused, very action oriented. Move in a new direction. Yeah, you are somebody who has been moving around a lot. You are somebody who has moved, like I'm seeing moving in a new direction typically is telling me that you have been traveling a lot. A lot of you could be travel vloggers. You love to travel, you love adventure. Literally, you have wheels beneath your heels kind of a lifestyle. Maybe you love that, or it's your work that takes you to those places. And the kind of, like, once you have seen a lot of this world, you tend to accumulate a different kind of knowledge which men really appreciate about you. Don't let pride get into your way. Leo can be significant for a lot of you, and it's your humility which people really appreciate. In spite of achieving quite a bit in life, you are equally humble, you are equally approachable even today. So that is something men really appreciate about you. Take note of intuitive messages. You are extremely intuitive, like your intuition is usually very much on point. Connect with your emotions. You're somebody who is deeply, deeply connected to your emotions. Like, today, in today's day and age, we are probably, most of us are not very connected with our own soul. Like the body, mind, and spirit, all three are not in the same alignment for most of us. We are more engrossed in your own life or in our own phones even. So in we are living in an epidemic of loneliness, but you are not one of those people, for sure. Spider, trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. I'm seeing that you are a person who is extremely creative, who is very much, like, you are into writing stories. You could be into like a creative writer, an actual, like an author, fiction writer, or a creative writer, or like I'm seeing some of you have some kind of creative spark about you, which is something that men really appreciate, which people actually talk about. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. You are very adventure seeking. A lot of you could be into adventure sports. That's something very exciting. Like you tend to seek the adrenaline a lot. Like this is something you tend to chase the adrenaline a lot type. Like getting to a very new exotic place and trying to do something great about it. That kind of a person. Camel. Trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. Yeah, men also feel that you are a very resourceful person, somebody who has been there, done that, who has seen a lot of life. You have endured a lot of life and have done a lot in life as well. Communication is key. Gemini new moon. Gemini can be significant for a lot of you. I'm seeing like you guys are very good orators. You guys are fantastic orators. Communication is key. Your communication power is superb. You guys are fantastic communicators. You guys are fantastic orators. Like you have a very deep sense of self. Like your speeches are very deep. So whenever you deliver some speech, people listen. People stand and listen whenever you speak. Stargazer, set your sights higher. You are a person who is like I'm seeing you are a very ambitious. A lot of you could be Aquarius, A. Secondly, you know what, you are very ambitious. Your sights are set at a very high position. Like you are, like you always are looking higher and higher up the hierarchy. You're very ambitious. Now that you have achieved this much, you want to achieve the next goal. You're that kind of a driven person, and that is something that men really like about you. Falcon, act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. I'm saying you are like this falcon who acts on the opportunities that is there in front of them. A lot of people will call you an opportunist, but what people really like is whenever life throws opportunities about you, around you, you tend to grab them and make the best usage of those. Wolverine, you are a lot tougher than you think you are. You are a very resourceful and a tough person, emotionally a very strong person. That's something men really like. The world awaits you. Yeah, you are somebody who is very enthusiastic about embracing every aspect of life. Slow down and celebrate yourself. You have learned to celebrate and appreciate yourself at last. I am always enough. Do not doubt your worth. You are somebody who does not doubt their worth. You are always enough. You are somebody who does not let others determine their worth. For sure, slay them all. You are like this courageous dragon who is going ahead with one prosthetic fit and is trying to slay the dragon on her own. You're that courageous, and men really like that courage about you. Men, women alike. Every hurricane comes to an end. You know, you have endured a storm, and like I'm seeing several storms, but have come out on the other side as a much wiser person. You know, you have used that lessons that you have learned to grow in life. That is something that men really appreciate. You never gave up. You never said that, you know what, this is it, but instead you learned from it and moved on. You don't need someone else to fix you. Literally, men feel that you are perfect. I'm seeing a lot of you are tend to suffer from imposter syndrome, but that's not a right way to. I'm seeing a lot of you have been pretty harsh on yourself. So try and think on that. That's a parting note for you, my dear pal number two. Alright, guys, I hope you had some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Namaste.